So let's mathematically establish the relationship between the torque and moment of inertia. So we already know this, but anyways. So we have torque makes up the spinning part, while moment of inertia talks about the resistance that is offered to that spinning part or any change in spinning status. Mathematically, we have torque to be I into alpha, moment of inertia, and your angular aspect. Sorry, acceleration aspect. Now, let's look at the derivation. We are considering an object. So it's a rigid object. It's rotating about a fixed axis. It's made up of n number of small particles. They're located at a distance of r1, r2, r3, and so on and so forth. Now, each of this particle has certain mass, and that is represented with m1, m2, so on and so forth. We are denoting the angular velocity with omega. Now let's pick up one of the particle. So we have a particle P1 with mass m1 and at a distance of r1, right? So first let's start with a linear acceleration of P1. How much will that be? So A1 is equal to R1 into alpha. Alpha is constant for all of the particles. Omega alpha, all of those are constant for given particle, for any particle of the same object, that is. That's that. Then say we have, next we can write force acting. Once we have the acceleration, we can write about the force acting on the particle on P1. So that would be F1 is equal to M1 R1 alpha, right? Next, we will move on to moment of the force. That's what our agenda is, right? Moment of the force F1 about the axis of rotation. So that is represented with torque 1, and we have F1 R1, right? And F1 here is M1 R1 square alpha. Okay, now finally what we have here is total torque acting on the rigid body. So this is τ1 plus τ2 plus τn. Is it not? So that's the net torque. So if I happen to expand this, alpha will be alpha m2 r2 square plus dot 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 m3, sorry, not m3, mn rn square alpha. So what can I do with this? I can take alpha out, right? Then what else? Okay, I'll directly write this case, summation of mi ri square, where I is varying from 1 to n. Okay, and this is nothing but your moment of inertia, but mi ri square is moment of inertia, and therefore we have the torque to be alpha times I. I times alpha is the standard representation. Anyways, so that's your relationship, and that's how you prove it. Small proof.